So, we apologize for the tardiness for those of you that are watching live, and you guys are usually faithful and coming at 7:30. So this is going to be a quick episode of Chair Yoga. But first we're going to talk about how I got into it.
How you got into yoga? Yeah, tell us. How did that journey start?
All right, so I've always been into like dancing and the arts and all that fun stuff, and I've always been pretty flexible as a kid. And if you could have asked me, I would have been a ballerina,
Okay.
or a gymnast. But then when I found out you got to share locker rooms and all that stuff, I'm not okay with that.
No, you don't wanna
you know me,
be a bunch of people.
No,
and be all friendly and
I don't mind the friendly part. I just don't.
Cohabitat.
The cohabitat. I can't do it. I can't do it. I like my privacy. I don't like
No,
sharing.
safe showers.
Nope, can't do it. Don't like it. Don't want it. No.
razors.
All set with it.
You don't want to do all that?
So when I found out that those things take place, I was like, yeah, that lifestyle is just not gonna work for me. That career is not gonna work for me at all. Not gonna work. So I X'd that out and I just stayed dancing here and there to talent shows in school. And then I still get nervous when I have to record.
When she know when that soca drop, she's a whole ratchet dragonfly. Just
Whole other person.
Whole
other person.
Everywhere.
That's Veronica.
You be a whole dragonfly when you
Veronica.
the soca drop. But on here, you be trying to act all chill.
like, hold on, I'm chill.
That's Veronica.
Let's go back to how you got into
So
yoga.
I'm getting there. So then one of a really old good friend of mine, she took me to a yoga studio and I was like, I love this. This is so fun. It was like an hour long. I was sweating bullets. I was like, yoga makes me sweat. And I'm looking around at everybody else sweating too, and I was like, okay, good. That means I'm not doing it wrong.
She said,
When I looked around and saw everybody else was sweating too, I was like,
confirm.
okay, I'm not alone in this. Word, amazing. I don't even remember how many years ago this was, but it was great. It was at JP Center Yoga.
Okay.
It was over there.
Okay.
And I still go there periodically to do heated yoga or some hands-on assist. And then COVID hit, and I was like, what other time to just indulge in things I really want to get into? So I started to do it at home a little bit. And then I was like, I want to get certified in yoga. So there's a yoga instructor in Boston. Her name is Nicole. Not your average yoga teacher, and shout out to Nicole. And I went to a few of her classes. So I hit her up on social media and I was like, what do I do to become certified in being a yoga teacher? And she was like, as soon as I get the information, like with yoga schools, I'll send it to you. And she did. She started sending me stuff and I started researching. You end up going down the rabbit hole. You click here, you click here, you click there, and everything. So I was looking through prices and I'm like, my God, it's expensive to get certified to be a yoga teacher. I'm like,
That was not what I was expecting, really.
what?
Really?
I was like, this is crazy.
Okay.
I was like, you gotta spend this much.
Everything, plus your arm and your other leg.
They wanted my
Everything.
firstborn. I was like, look, that ain't gonna work. So I kept going down the rabbit hole. And then someone knew that I was looking because I reached out to her also. She's a Reiki teacher. And she was like, I did mine online through Udemy. And I was like, shut up. And then I started asking other people around about this Udemy thing because I never heard about it. And a lot of people
Make sure it's
took
a real
courses
thing,
through it.
yeah.
And I was like, oh, so people actually use this? It's for real? It's not a scam? So I'm not going to pay my money. This certificate isn't going to be, I can't use it anyway. It's not accredible. So I thought of all of that. I was like, oh. But then when I knew people who actually did it, their certificates are credible, I was like, fine. And it was feasible. It was a price that Panda was like, word.
Probably like a third of the price.
Baby.
Okay, that's what I'm
So,
talking about.
I did that, signed up for a few courses, and then I threw it out there. And then a few months later, I started working with Four Corners Yoga Studio. Shout out to them. It'll be a year in June next month. And it's been going pretty good.
Quick time.
It did.
flies.
Time flew. And
Panda.
within the year, I'm now doing free yoga classes in the park on Tuesdays. That was one of my goals, to do yoga for my community for free. Because although it is a great health benefit, and unfortunately your health insurance doesn't cover it as therapy, they should. But the fact that I'm able to do classes for the community for free was one of my goals. And now that I'm getting to do it, I'm excited. Because honestly, a lot of Caribbean people don't work out.
Yeah.
Caribbean
They
people
can barely touch their toes.
They really do not
They
work out.
can't touch their
And I
toes.
wanted-
AV, can you touch your toes?
Let me see. Hey, 6:30. I love it. I love it.
That's what I'm talking about. Bobby's gonna say
Love
no.
it.
She did it for me.
No.
You know, working out is not it's not the norm in the Caribbean community, and I was like, this is crazy. You know, we already don't eat the best. Everything has some type of
it needs
a
it.
crazy starch.
It needs it.
And as amazing as the food tastes,
No veggies.
it's not that good for you, right?
No
Let's
veggie.
be honest. So the fact that we don't have the best eating habits and we don't have the best workout habits, I was like, I want to be the seed that's planted in the community to get it out there if I can.
You want to spark
And now that
somebody
it's for
else.
free, because people like to be like, oh, I can't afford that, I can't pay for this, but baby, I'm not gonna tell you how to use your money. However, I just see you buy that bottle of Douce, so I know you can make it. You know what I mean? But you know.
Sometimes
There's that.
people need that as their release. They're choosing that over
And
yoga.
sometimes you can have both. Because
Now
I
that
like
you're
Jameson.
I'm done. She said, "Bring it to the yoga." This is what she
So,
said.
there's that,
You hear
right?
this?
And
She
of
said
course,
we're gonna work out them burns.
It's all love. It's all love. It's all love. This is all coming from a place of love. So if you felt a
Might
type
as well
of
tell them
way,
you gonna meet them at Waffle House next.
I don't mind that too. They paying. Anyway, so as I went through my journey of doing it, I love vinyasa, which is what I do more than anything else, and it's always to a different genre of music. I've done a trap yoga class. Most of the time it's R&B, neo soul type thing. And then I dived into chair yoga. And that is what kind of brought us here today. So after I dived into chair yoga, and I was like, you know what? There is a type of yoga for everybody. Not everybody, but every body. You know what I mean? And there isn't really much of an excuse, especially because I have a lot of elders in my family and they're always stiff and they can't move and they can't this and they can't that. Now that I'm learning all these things, I'm doing it with them so that they can be, you know, they can still have that mobility and flexibility and not feel as stiff. And then there's still people in my generation that don't have it either.
What
So-
happened to the head, shoulders, knees, and toes? People just don't do it no more.
Yeah, they do. They go head, shoulders, knees, and head.
And they don't.
It's
They
a
just don't
soka.
go down.
And then bend.
But you're
bend.
supposed to touch. See, this is what
See, and if they came to yoga classes, my soka-holics, you'd be able to do the head, shoulders, knees, and toes,
That's my
and
daughter's favorite
bend. Really? But I know when she does the bend. But when she says bend, oh, the whose version?
He does a head, shoulders, knees, and torso. She's gonna be two.
I know, so she doesn't do the soka one. I'm talking about the soka one. I'm trying to get the Caribbean people to come out to yoga, and you talking
And
about
I was trying to relate.
Gracie's Corner.
For real.
I ain't mad at it.
You
though.
know what
I'm
I'm
not mad at it.
He
though.
said, I ain't
He's a
mad.
happy dad. I ain't mad. All the happy parents out there who watch Gracie's Corner to get the head, shoulders, knees, and toes, join in with your kids because it's cardio. With that being said, we're gonna do a little quick session of some chair yoga. So for those of you that are watching
it
the live
Paul
in your home,
That just did a kiddie song. Was it Paul Wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
what do you think?
He had a feature on Gracie's Corner.
Yeah.
He did?
Yeah. I don't know. You said that. I'm like, wait a minute.
So I haven't watched Gracie's Corner in a while. Now that the sun
That
is
is so
out,
cool.
I do. So, squirrel moment. Yes, I do run a daycare, and today has been another milestone moment for me at my daycare because I am finally licensed to get 10 kids. Yes, and it's Teacher Appreciation Week at that. And Mother's Day is coming up at that. So this day has just been a really good day, and nothing could go wrong or make it go bad in my head, especially because I'm about to do yoga too. So like I'm getting everything that fills my cup in one day. You know, when you get those type of things, it's just like,
I love it.
nobody can say nothing to take this happiness, this natural joy, this natural high for life away from me in this moment. You feel me? Like,
And this week.
this week, it's just, yo, let me tell you, this, yeah. So with that being said, we're gonna dive into.
She can
Yeah, 'cause this could go. This could spiral real quick, because today has just been a day of abundance in the most positive ways ever. So, with that being said, if you are at home and you're watching, or whenever you do decide to watch this clipping, we can get some yoga going, some stretches, some things that I do with the geriatrics, and some things that I do with the youngers. Whatever you do what feels good for you. Listen to your body.
You just don't want to be on the floor. Sometimes
Right.
you just want to stretch,
Yes.
but be in a chair.
You can be in the chair. You can do these things in your bed. There's restorative yoga that you can do with pillows and cushions. So there really, literally is yoga for every body type. All right, so let's just keep that in mind. So when you're doing your chair yoga, you want to make sure both feet are planted flat on the ground, so that way you can ground yourself. You can either place your hands on your knees or on the sides of your chair, whatever feels good to you and best for you in this moment. Usually most people like to sit back and then place their hands on their knees or their lap. Close your eyes. When you close your eyes and release your senses, that's called pratyahara. And you just take a few breaths and you're just being mindful in this moment and actually taking a moment and finding peace and stillness. So while you're taking those deep breaths, you want to inhale 4, and then you want to exhale 4 from the back of the throat. And when you exhale from the back of the throat, you want to release that deep sigh. You will feel literally the weight release off your shoulders. Everything that's bothering you, anything that has stressed you out throughout the day, you take that deep exhale with that from the back of the throat, and you will slowly start to feel your heart rate come down. If you're feeling anxious or rushy in the moment, all of those things start to ease. You start to feel your nervous system start to relax. So while we're sitting here, we're grounding ourselves in this space, whether your eyes are closed or if they're open, just take note of your breath. Feel your breath. Then we're going to open our eyes if they are closed. Bring your hands in front of you, palms together, prayer pose while you're seated. Are you guys doing this at home? You better be. You already sitting down. Just yoga. You're going to inhale, put your arms up above your head. And exhale to bring it down. If you can reach your toes, reach them. If you can't, just reach where you can. Even if it's just your ankles or your shins, whatever you can reach, do that. We're gonna open up the chest, raise your right arm up, look up to the ceiling. Take a few breaths here. Those big, long, deep breaths that I talked about, that you inhale for 4. And you exhale for 4 from the back of your throat. And on that next exhale, bring your arm down and switch sides. You can rotate the wrists. I don't know what you do for work all day, but you might be typing, you might be writing, who knows? Make sure you're looking at that arm so that you're opening the chest and getting air. On that exhale, bring the arm down. Inhale, half lift, which means you bring your hands a little higher up. Keep the head up straight. Get some nice deep breaths in there. Exhale, bring it back down, bow. And inhale the arms back up above the head. And exhale the arms down. And that right there is just a warm-up to wake up the body. That is a good stretch for the chest to get oxygen in. It's a nice stretch for the back. And then we're gonna open up the hips a little bit. One of my favorite poses is Warrior 2. So just ease to the edge of your seat a little bit. Do what feels good. For those of you that might be watching at home, take some chair yoga in. We're gonna do some seated Warrior 2, which is a nice hip opener. You're just gonna turn. We're gonna turn to the left. You're kind of like at the edge here. And just open your arms. This is a nice chest opener, nice hip opener. And again, you can do this anywhere. You can be at work, you can be at home, you can be hanging with the fellas, hanging with the ladies, and just bust out into some chair yoga. And then bring the arms down. Take your time and switch sides. You might get some snap, crackle, pop in those hips. You might not. But this is just a nice little way to open up the hips, open up the chest, some stretches on the side here and in your back. Bring the arms down and shift over to the front. Gonna do some leg stretches, whichever leg feels good to you. Interlock the fingers underneath that leg and lift it up. Rotate the ankles, whichever direction feels good to you. And switch sides. Rotate the opposite way. I hope y'all stretching over there. Hey, Franz, talk about hey, big cat.
Hey.
You can flex the foot.
I know Franz is sitting. He better be yogaing right now.
You can flex that foot back and front. Release that and switch sides. Make sure those fingers are interlocked under the leg. Rotate the ankles. And usually I'm playing some music. You can play whatever kind of music. Remember, this is your practice. So make it fun. You do not have to listen to meditation music, even though Andre 3000, his meditation album is amazing. I kill it. I use it a lot for Savasana, which is the final pose. And flex that ankle, back and front, and release that leg. How's those legs and hips feeling?
Good.
Feeling good? How's the back feeling? Yeah. We're gonna open up the back a little bit more. So you're gonna take those hands, inhale it up, bring it behind the neck. We're gonna do some seated cat-cows. Exaggerate that stretch when you do the cat and bring it in, lean forward. Tuck the chin to your chest and exhale it out for cow. Inhale cat, tuck that chin into the chest. Exhale cow. 2 more of those. Last one. Good job. Inhale the arms above the head. Exhale, prayer pose, the hands down to your knees. Look at that. See? How you can do this at home too, you know.
Just
You
let
could've been
y'all
doing
see
it there.
that I follow instructions, just so y'all know. I know I be a wild card, but you see, I was quiet, follow the instructions. I want my cookie at the end of this.
I didn't bring cookies. Only water.
I'll take it. Wait, were you done?
I was done. I was done.
So you gotta, but you gotta tell, you gotta
I
conclude
apologize,
it
my
better
bad.
than that. No,
I'm so sorry.
Our hands
Yes.
on our knees, yeah.
So yeah, this will be the final pose of Savasana. And usually I am playing a nice, calm and relaxing song, depending how long the flow is. Usually it's 30 minutes, sometimes it's an hour, depending where I'm teaching, who I'm teaching for. But the hour goes by really fast. That hour goes by really quickly when you're doing the yoga session.
And you zone into it.
You do, because the
Really
music
get
is a
into
vibe. And I usually have the diffuser with essential oils, and it usually makes it a nice, calming, relaxing space. So that was just a little bit of chain yoga. You guys could do it at home. You could do it with your parents. You could do it by yourself. You could do it with your family, friends, enemies if you want to reconcile differences.
Bring some taekwondo in there, you know what I'm saying? I held it in that whole time, guys. I'm sorry.
You held in the taekwondo-ness?
All of
No, but
this.
seriously, now how do you feel though?
No, I do feel looser definitely than what I did coming in here.
Coming in, especially after the rush? Because I know I was rushing in.
And the
How you
people
feeling
in them
over there, Cece?
and traffic at night. Why is it still traffic at night?
Cece gave 2 thumbs up.
Yeah,
So
she
does that
felt
mean
it.
you're gonna come to one of my yoga classes? So I have a
Yeah, what's the schedule? Tell us
the next. Okay, so
at least the next few.
So my May schedule has definitely increased, and I'm more than
Delighted
grateful
about
and
it.
delighted about it, because when I first started, I only had Saturday morning classes at 8 a.m., which is usually a tough time for people because a lot of people either want to just sleep in, they may have activities with their children. The list goes on.
Yep.
Errands, the list goes on. So Saturday mornings at 8 a.m. is a pretty challenging time. So the people that do show up for that class, I'm always super excited because that means I have to get up at 7 too. So I know, it's a tough time. So it went from one class on Saturday mornings to now I teach Monday nights.
Boom.
I teach Tuesday nights.
Boom.
I teach Thursday nights.
Boom.
So Monday, Tuesday, and Thursdays I'm teaching, and also Saturday mornings. And then I have pop-ups here and there. So the next pop-up is the 17th. It is Neo Soul. It is at the Roundhouse Brewery, which is in Hyde Park. And it's right behind Pacific Rim Academy School. There's a school over there, but there's signs that'll direct you all the way to the brewery. It's around the back. It's a wonderful space. When you purchase your ticket for the yoga class, you do get to have a drink. Yes, and the brewery does give you taste tests, so you can taste the beer before you buy it.
You did a little lady, and then you fall over on your mat.
Yes, bring your yoga mats. I do bring supplies. So if I have the yoga box, I bring the straps, I bring blankets. So
you bring yourself and your mat.
Yep, just bring yourself and your mat. After that, I bring the vibes. I have a live DJ. And then afterwards, we go have drinks. They have non-alcoholic beverages as well as alcoholic beverages.
Boom.
So you have a choice. Their apple cider is amazing. Their lemonade is amazing. They have good food too, but that doesn't come with your ticket.
Okay, at least people know.
Yeah, so you can always catch me on Tuesdays. It's the free classes in the city of Boston. It's a playground on West Street in Hyde Park. That's the one that's for free. You can register online or you can just show up. It doesn't matter. It's free.
All right, so wait, for both of them, we can find you on Eventbrite? All of them?
All of them you can find me on Eventbrite.
Okay.
All of them. Or you can follow me, Yoga with Panda.
Okay.
And then my pay for tickets to the Eventbrite. But yes, everything is on Eventbrite. I love it here.
I love it here too.
I love it. And especially because I'm such an anxious person, I'm all over the place. And my ADHD, I diagnose myself.
But now it has you all
ADHD.
over the place.
It does.
And it's great though.
Yeah, I'm all over the place in a good way. So I get to nurture all my, I like to call myself neurospicy. I get to nourish all my neurospiciness.
I cannot with her. I cannot with you. Love this though. Okay, wait.
Transparency is real.
So once we're done, I'm gonna text myself about the 17th. I think I'm interested in that one.
I think you would like the mango beer.
You know I love the mango.
You would like their mango beer. You would. Every time I go and teach a class there, I get the mango.
See?
I do taste the other beers, but the mango one so far has been my favorite. And I'm not a beer drinker. But
if y'all don't know about mango beer, y'all need to get it together. It's called Mango Cart. It's Golden Road Mango Cart. It's so good. I don't know if
theirs.
So that's why I really want to try it because
they make their own. Yes, and you'll like it. You really, really enjoy it.
I know I shouldn't like beer like that, but I do. It is what it is.
And she came to one of my other yoga classes, the pop-up I did last year.
Mm-hmm.
With Token Flow.
Yes.
That was a vibe.
Yes. Are we doing that again? Well, summer's starting, so I can still, try to talk.
I'm trying to figure it out. Playing it by ear.
Come on, man. Don't let me start inboxing everybody. That was litty. The food was litty. Everything was just lit. We was outside in nature, on the grass, and it was everything. We even had the young boys stretching.
Yeah, we did.
It's so crazy how tight men are in their body. Like,
yoga.
They're so tight up. Like, they was shaking. I was like, how y'all shaking?
But it's crazy because
y'all play all these sports, but y'all. This is what I'm saying, and their body is tight
for athletes, and it will probably help reduce a lot of the injuries that they come across.
They would have less.
They would probably. That's great. So do I.
The ones who can afford it, but a lot of these people can't. But a lot of people can't, so that's why they should do yoga at home.
You should still stretch.
I'm done. I bet she do.
I bet you if you went to go do a regular stretch, you would not be. You wouldn't have the flexibility.
Just happy.
You wouldn't have the flexibility and mobility though that yoga provides the body.
It do provide a little bit more. I feel than getting stretched.
It does.
Look, here we go. Here we go. Ooh, boy in the belly. I'm done.
Korean people.
You started with it. See that full circle? You see that full circle?
It be your own. And so there's that. And I'm hoping maybe one of the free ones you'll come out to the.
And then when they get the Charlie horse, because they doing this.
You know what I'm
saying?
When I went in one of my fitness journeys, when I lost a lot of weight, one of the most intense workouts, probably the official one, was an hour of yoga week.
I remember when you did that, the P90X.
Yeah.
You and
He actually did yoga. You was doing yoga.
So they were one of my inspirations.
Don't ignore me. Don't ignore me.
I live the complicated life.
I would have never guessed Bobby was down there.
Yoga would help ease it. You know what's funny though? Before we wrap this up, when I was doing the yoga on Zoom, I did have men in my class.
Really?
Yeah. I did.
And they were focused doing it.
They were focused. They turned their camera off because I'm A-okay with that. I'm not worried about seeing you. I'm more focused on if you're actually doing it at home to benefit your body.
Okay.
And they hit me up and they were like, yo, I never thought it would be okay to have my legs up in the air like that. Because we did the happy
when no
baby
one's
pose.
looking.
But no one's looking. There
You
was a
sure
couple
the hell
of
can.
them.
Yeah. Man, get down there.
Listen.
Squat a little bit. Do something that you think is
Absolutely.
weird.
It'll help.
Feel the stretch you ain't never felt before.
It definitely helps.
Do the Mary and Little Kim. You know what I'm saying? To get down and you know?
It helps.
They don't want to. They don't want to listen.
You'll be able to reach the crazier button. You feel me? You feel me?
Right.
Anyway,
Little do they know.
the crazier.
Little
button.
do they know.
There's a crazy button, then there's a crazier. But anyway, enough of that. So if you're looking to do a yoga class with me, hit me up. Go follow me on Yoga with Panda. Make sure you guys are following Pandagasms on YouTube. You already know. Yay. I don't have on my Pandagasm shirt tonight because it's all about letting that ish go. Just let it go. But yes, definitely follow us, Pandagasms, on YouTube, on all platforms. However, YouTube is the best. No, so. But yeah, definitely hit that subscribe button on YouTube. Make sure you go to Eventbrite to get the tickets to our live show that is on May 1st. You got 2 weeks to come to the live
Dude,
show.
I know what I'm wearing.
Get your tickets. I know what I'm wearing. Get your tickets. We're gonna have live music. We're gonna have food. We're gonna have entertainment. Us. We'll have vendors where you can buy things to support local entrepreneurs in the area. So make sure you come out, have a good time. The music is going to be predominantly for 30 plus. But that's okay. If you're younger than that, come on out, learn some good music.
We want your audience. We want all types of opinions.
We want
and
perspectives
thoughts.
from
Yes.
everyone. So it is 21 plus though.
Yes.
It is a 21 plus event. There will be alcohol there, so it is a 21 plus.
31st.
The 31st, that's in a couple of weeks. So make sure you get your outfits, get
Eventbrite.
go to Eventbrite, get the
Get
tickets.
that
You gotta get the ticket first.
Yo,
Rally the crew, whether it's
They
the
have
girl,
no
the
idea.
boy crew, the spouse, the partner, the side piece, whoever you bring it, go rally them up. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you're there, May 31st.
Surprise a friend with a
11
ticket.
p.m. Surprise a friend with a ticket. Let me tell you something. We got signature drinks. Listen, it's a live event that you don't want to miss. It is our 5th year anniversary, so come on out, support the girls, get to see us live and direct. With that, peace, love, and light. Make sure you do some yoga.